lie, cause they gon' see why it's called SNAP if them stamps don't hit November 1st. I'm not playing with y'all. Bills due, wigs due, everything due.
What the fuck you mean? Who ain't getting that goddamn food stamps to goddamn November? Cause I'm getting my goddamn. Cause I'm gonna tell you just like this on Jesus Lamar mother Christ. I will be at mother Walmart with my steel toes on and my mother helmet, and I dare a bitch try to stop me from walking out that mother store with my grocery.
Got no food stamps for Thanksgiving.
This sounds like a job for Trickmaster Flash.
Thank you, Trickmaster Flash.
Trickmaster motherfucking Flash, yeah!
Fellas, November 1st is almost here, fellas. The price of pussy about to go down, motherfucker. The price of pussy is going down. You bitches can't sell y'all food stamps no more to get y'all hair done and get them fake ass eyelashes. Bitch, you gonna have to come back to old natural now, bitch. There's gonna be a lot of you bitches looking raggedy now, bitch. Huh? Fellas, you remember you used to pay for that pussy, not no more. All you gotta do is get a bag full of cheeseburgers now. Them bitches, the motherfuckers hungry.
You want to talk about reparations? We pay reparations. What do you mean you want reparations? Our taxpayer dollars, which are mostly white people paying that, goes to, what is it? Affordable housing, government programs, EBT, scholarships, DEI, you guys getting jobs. Holy shit. Let's take all that, factor in the theft, factor in the crime, factor it in the murders, and then we'll talk about reparations on this show. How about that? You probably won't like that, will you? Because you're not going to like the numbers. But we are all, frankly, exhausted.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump done cut them food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if you have two, don't go having another one. If you have one, don't go having two more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5 and I have not received no food stamp. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching the video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
By now, we've probably all seen the video of that woman smugly eating burnt toast and peanut butter, asking the people who receive food stamps and SNAP what they do with last month's stamps. She goes on to say, did you fill your pantry with processed foods? And then I seen another video of a woman who was like, women are complaining about food stamps, but they have lashes that are super long and their nails are long and all that. And then it dawns on me, this is, as it's always been, jealousy. They are jealous that somebody is buying Oreos. You think that because they're poor, they don't deserve to eat a cookie. You're assuming that people are using their food stamp money to get their lashes done and their nails done. For all you know, all of that could be DIY. There are press-on nails. There are press-on lashes. They're mad that you don't look like what you've been through. They want to look at you with pity in their eyes, not jealousy. They really want to say is you're poor. Why do you care about how you look? They want to feel better than you and they want to see you struggle. It's not enough that you tell the government, I'm struggling, I need help. No, they want to see it. Now they want to care about how the government is spending their tax money? Where have you been when all these wars were being funded? Where have you been? You see a single mom throwing some Oreos in a shopping cart and all of a sudden you need to know exactly where every dime is going. What about the widows, the disabled, the active duty military who are all receiving SNAP benefits? What about people who are already working 2 or 3 jobs and still can't afford to feed their family? You know good and well everybody who's getting that benefit isn't abusing the system. They give you a boogeyman and somebody to hate and you take the bait every single time. So you'd rather believe they're all getting Doritos and Oreos, they're all getting seafood boils and their nails and lashes done? Sometimes they just missed a couple of checks, just like how you would be if you missed a couple.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, baby. I'm back to talk about what is going on when it comes to this food stamp, EBT, SNAP crisis. November 1st is right around the corner, and a lot of people are not getting their food stamps, and people are saying, look, you have to be prepared about what's going to more than likely happen when people are not able to feed themselves or feed their children. Okay, so look, this woman up here said, look, you better lock your doors. I'm going to show you what she said, what happened, but there's a lot going on, and I'm going to talk about it in this video. Okay, what's going on with people saying that they're going to steal, people saying, look, this is how it's going to go down. Y'all not going to give us our EBT and we can't feed ourselves. Men are rejoicing. Some men are. I'm going to get into that in another video, but I'm going to show you a little bit of that. I'm going to show you where you can find food and a lot of tips at the end of the video, like the video I just did. So look, let's get into it and see what is happening. Now, before I get into it a little bit more, baby, check these people out on TikTok. If you need to learn how to save money and cook on a budget, go check these people out. Jen Thornton, she will show you how to take one chicken breast and make a meal for her family of 3, I believe, family of 3 or 4, but you will learn a lot. All right. Pour for Dummies. Check him out. He will show you how to make really good meals for very, very, very low prices, and you're not suffering. And let me tell you, make sure you have your seasonings. That is important. Wife X Mommy. She will show you, she has her thing where she says, cooking like my 90s mother. You know, during the 90s, look, a bag of chicken legs, seasoning it up, some yellow rice or some cabbage and stuff. Check her out. Dollar Tree Dinners. She will show you how to make some really good meals from the Dollar Tree. Nicole Swinson, the Trojan Prince, all right? His food looks absolutely amazing. Everybody, Webb's Kitchen. Write these names down. Go on TikTok. There are more. These are just a few I can show you. All right. Everything they cook is for anyone could cook it. You can, most people, but it's very low price. Okay. Low budget, low price, seasoned well, really good food. Webb's Kitchen. Food Pantry Girl. She goes to the food pantry and shows you what to do, how to cook that food. Ralphine, Imagine This Kitchen. Let me zoom in. She cooks a lot of desserts and snacks using great value products and other products, very, very affordable. So if you want a dessert for you and your children and everything, very affordable, and she cooks it in a way that I've never seen too. Some of her stuff, her desserts, and it looks absolutely amazing. People cook it and leave reviews about it, and it's really affordable. Again, great value, the store brand, everything really good. So these are some of the amazing people I wanted to show you. They're on TikTok. Some of them have a YouTube channel like Dollar Tree Dinners, and I want you to look at those videos. All right. So don't go in a panic about how can you still eat good and you don't have much money. You have $10 and stuff like that. Watch these videos that they're making. Okay. So let's jump right back into this video. Okay. So look, 48 states are warning that millions of low-income Americans will not be able to receive food stamps again. Look at that. Look at that map, okay? Everywhere around the country, people depend on food stamps, okay? It's not just the stereotype that people have this image of. There are people who work, who are on food stamps because, God dog it, the prices, the salaries are not cutting it. There are people, again, with college degrees who are not making enough money, especially if you have children and they are working and they still need it. Substitute teachers, regular teachers, even some government workers. So a lot of people come from different walks of life with jobs and they still need SNAP food stamps just to be able to make it, okay? So there's a woman actually who is saying that there's some sort of riot or something that's being planned on Monday. I don't know how true this is, but they're saying that retailers brace for chaos as thugs plan to free food. They want free food on Monday. I have heard people saying that they're amping up security to Look, people are even saying they might do things to you when you come out of the store to grab your food. Some people are saying don't even order online, all types of stuff. So let's get into it. Let's get into it with these videos.
November 3rd at 6:30, we're going to Walmart. And at 7:30, we're going to walk out of Walmart with our fucking buggies, okay? The thing is, they can catch everybody. You feel me? All you got to do is run, Forrest, run, okay? We have to stick together. It don't even matter. As long as we gonna have everything we need for Thanksgiving, that's all that fucking matters, bitch. Run, Forrest, run. Remember, put it in your calendar. November 3rd.
Good morning, everybody. It's Jen from the podcast, The World According to Jen and Carolyn. I just wanted to remind folks that what's happening with SNAP benefits right now is part of Project 2025, specifically Chapter 10, which talks about what the Trump administration wants to do to overhaul the U.S. Department of Agriculture. In that, they talk about cuts and rollbacks to SNAP benefits, WIC, and school lunch programs. Never forget that this is by design and that Project 2025 is behind all of it.
This is scary. This is scary. So many people are hoping that this is not true. When he was asked about it, he said that he was not involved in that and barely knew the details of those things. And a lot of things that he said he would do, people are like, look, we don't see the food prices going down. And you know, America is supposed to get great again. That means taking care of his people. So this is, you know, we know that, look, November, the SNAP benefits, the food stamps are gone. But some people said, no, it's not going to be just November. It's going to be December. This is happening because the government is shut down. I'm like, the government is not going to stay shut down forever. So, I mean, we've never seen anything like that. So we shall see what happens.
If SNAP benefits do not go out in November, and you attend a church that you've been tithing to and been giving money to for years, and they are not out in the community donating to the community and ensuring the families are eating, including the families in their own pews, right? And then the families outside in the community, if you're a part of a church and they don't immediately have a plan for what's in place when November 1st hits and people don't get their food stamps, then you need to leave that church. They're not using their money for what God intended. God intended for the church's money to go to those who don't have enough and to supporting his community and making sure that you can spread the word. And those things cannot happen if you do not donate to your community. So if your pastor or preacher or whoever he is has a Lamborghini and a mansion, and they also cannot afford to feed the hungry in their own congregation, you need to leave your church. Because listen, people might have a lot of feelings about the LDS church and this and that. The LDS church saved me and my kids, okay? And the LDS church gives so much money, and they have a lot saved. I'm not saying that they are perfect. I'm not saying that they're the perfect stewards of money, but I am saying that the LDS church gives so much, and they have their own food banks, and they donate so much food to local food banks. They're always in service, and I take comfort in that. Okay, but if you are attending a church and November 1st, they do not have something planned, they do not immediately make an announcement to help those families who did not get their benefits on November 1st, you're in the wrong place, and Jesus would flip that table.
And you know what? I agree with her. I agree. I had said in my other videos, you will see the church is so beautiful. There's a church down the street every single where. And some of the people that go there give their last, and we need to see what the church will do. I agree with her, especially mega church. You look, TD Jakes, Juanita Bynum, Joel Osteen, all of them. Let's see what they do, because I agree. You have millions of dollars, $1 million jets and stuff, but now the people are hungry, and you turn your back, and you don't give, and you don't help. So I agree with her 100%, and I definitely want to know what's your opinion about that.
You want to know who's using your food stamps right now? All them foster kids and all those kids that you demanded to be fucking born because you're so pro-life.
I mean, is she lying though? A lot of people who are pro-life, and there's nothing wrong with that, they won't even adopt a child. The foster care system is overrun with people. I'm sad that, some of them don't get taken care of. I think that the government should create something to give to foster organizations and everything. But it is interesting because people are always telling women who are in bad situations, oh, have the baby anyway, have it. Even if it's you've been raped, have the baby, they say. But yet a lot of women can't even afford the child. They give the baby up, and then the baby is still suffering not only from the trauma of what happened with their mother and being given up, but then not being able to eat and go into foster home with people who just use the system to get money for the children, but they don't treat the children right. They use the money. They take their money. Okay. It's just a lot going on with that. So she didn't lie about that.
Your food stamps is never, ever, ever coming back. I need you guys to realize this. The government shutdown will remain shut down. Time for you guys to get uncomfortable. Get your ass up. Go work. This is over.
I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. I just got that text that the link is definitely cut the fuck off for November. Y'all better stay the fuck out of my way in these stores. I'm walking out with cards and I'm not paying for shit. Trump, if you want motherfuckers start looting, it's gonna happen. Before my kids go broke in this bitch like Jock, I'm gonna be stealing like it ain't no tomorrow. I am going to go in that store, get everything I get regularly. I'm going to bag my shit up, swipe my link card. As soon as that bitch say, ain't no pending balance on there, I'm going to walk the fuck out. And I'm going to have one of my cousins with me that'll punch your ass so hard you going to think a Jet 2 holiday hit your bitch ass if you think I ain't finna walk out that store.
Right now, y'all talking about taking y'all asses in these folks' establishments, stealing groceries because of the food stamps are being cut off for next month or whatever, and the government being shut down. But I'm going to tell you what's not being shut down. It's that jailhouse. I'm not going to jail for nobody. No, I don't get food stamps. Yes, I used to get food stamps. My kid is grown. I don't qualify, and it's all good. But one thing about me, I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to make some money. I am a dasher. I haven't dashed in about a year, but best believe, if I got to cut that dash back on to go and make me some money, that's just what I'm going to do. And y'all know I'm not the dasher that steals food. I don't play like that because I don't want nobody to take my shit. And I had that happen to me before. All I'm going to say, they got Uber Eats, they got DoorDash, they got Lyft, they got Uber, they got all these different ways to where you can make some money. Don't go out there going to jail, because if you in jail, you definitely can't feed those kids. Come on now. Let's be smart.
This message is to all of you idiots that are going around saying that you are going to run up on people in parking lots, as they're coming out of stores, as they're loading their cars, to steal their groceries because you feel like you are owed something. Let me kind of just break it down to you like this. If you care about your kids and your family, I wouldn't be as drastic and as selfish as you're saying you're going to be, because your kids are going to probably end up in foster care. We don't live in a society where you could just do that and get away with it. The majority of people carry. And if you think that you're going to run up on somebody and steal their groceries and potentially target elderly people, even people who are not the ones being robbed are not going to tolerate that. So y'all are going to fuck around and you're going to find out. Don't be as big an idiot as you sound like.
So let me tell you something, guys. As a Latino, I'm going to be real. Kevin Samuels was right all along, bro. Love him or hate him, he was right all along. Rest in peace to the man. But he said this a couple of years ago. He said it best. We're going to go to a global recession, global reset. Winter's coming for these women. As you see already, they already caught up the food stamps. Around 90% of the women are going to suffer.
Why the hell are y'all always trying to attack women? Why does winter have to come for women who needed help? Half of you men out here don't even take care of your kids, but you get upset when a woman don't want to stay with you, don't want to be abused by you, continue to sit there while you cheat on her in her face, or you have bad hygiene, you're not a good man, so the woman leaves. Some women who are suffering from DV situations and she's trying to survive. But oh my goodness, winter is coming for you ladies. A lot of women don't want to have to suffer and try to survive on their own. A lot of women wanted the dream and wanted a nice, happy marriage. Half of y'all men, at least a number of black men, don't even marry the women. So now, oh, winter's coming. You're not going to have food from the government. A lot of you men especially don't even work, a number of you out here. The government literally had articles about it this year or last year, how much the economy is suffering from men who don't want to get up and don't want to work. A lot of men can't even take care of themselves. How in the hell you going to take care of a woman and kids you have with her? You making $30,000 a year. You can't take care of yourself with that barely. And damn sure not her and kids and stuff. Or, oh, you don't want to work and go 50-50. You don't want to work while you pregnant. You don't want to suffer with me. Now look what's happened. Now daddy government got you. Now you got to come crawling back. Who do y'all think you are type of thing? Y'all men act like women do the worst thing to you. Last time I checked around the whole damn globe, you men are running the whole damn globe, and look at the globe. You got women and kids being raped every day, kidnapped, set on fire over dowries, okay, essaying boys and kidnapping people, the sex trafficking crisis and all this other stuff. Y'all men have been in charge. Y'all are still in charge, but yet look at everything turning to crap. Look at how unsafe women are. Look how unhappy so many are, where they rather be alone or try to survive on their own than stay in toxic relationships. And all you men can do, it's like y'all don't never wake up. A number of you men out here, you just refuse to wake up and see that y'all are the problem. I'm not saying that no women can't be the problem. Women are not all perfect, but it's just amazing. Y'all want to be able to throw it in women's faces so bad that, oh, look, see, you can't get the government to help you now. I guess you got to come back and live with me. The only reason some of you want us around so much and want this to happen, because you want to get laid. This is all about punani, okay? Y'all are the ones who can't live without us. You need our bodies and servitude, a number of you. It's not because you all actually like us as people, some of you out here. You want us to be able to crawl to you while you get to use our bodies every time you want it and treat us any way you want to, and we're completely dependent on you because we don't have enough money to effing leave you and have to stay stuck, miserable, and pregnant raising your damn kids, stroke your ego when you ain't even doing much so you can feel like a man, and you want to be selfish. Half of y'all out here complaining about giving us money just to get a dress or get our nails done, some of you out here, and all of that. So now winter has to come. You know how many women go on dating shows because they actually want a man and want a husband and can't find one, a decent one? I mean, it's just amazing to me. But let's continue to see what he had to say. Yes, there are a lot of black men especially happy about it, but you got a splash of these dudes out here that's not black talking like this too. Okay? Winter's coming. Last time I checked, winter came for y'all too. A lot of y'all are on food stamps too, some of you, or barely getting by and selling your pussy to get things. Yeah, we know about it, some of us.
And then by all means, this video is not about hate or love. No, I'm speaking the truth, man. Kevin Samuels said it well, man. He said this before he died. He truly said it. He said that winter's coming for a lot of these women.
He wasn't talking about a lot of non-black women. He was talking about black women. He didn't like black women at large. And that's who he was talking about a lot. A lot.
Women, and not just women, everybody's gonna suffer. Kids, man, everyone's gonna suffer. It's not just women, but single mothers are gonna take the biggest hit out of everyone. What can I say, man? But Kevin Samuels predicted this shit, bro.
He didn't say it out of love. He said it because he didn't like women. He wanted women to suffer. I remember when that woman said, when he asked a woman, what would you do if your daughter said, I was looking at you while she was in the shower? And if you take your daughter's side saying that I'm looking at her sexually, that I'm going to leave you and you are doing something to F up the relationship if we have children together, If different, a different, she has a sibling from our marriage, her half sibling. And if she says that I've been looking at her and you take her side, you gonna ruin the family. Okay? Kevin Samuels was an enemy to a number of women. He didn't like women. And yes, his sexuality was heavily under question too. Okay, so wow. See, single mothers, you're not going to have any food stamps. You should have listened. You should have just went back to your abusive whatever man and just take it so you don't have to fend for scraps. As if these men is rolling around in dough. I got to be grateful about eating ramen noodles for dinner with you. Please.
Like, love him or hate the man, bro. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Love him or hate him, he was right. He was truly right. We're starting November 1st and beyond, who knows when, we're going to go into a global reset. It's already happening.
I would love to know, are you men going to change? I highly doubt it. What's going to happen is women will become desperate. Prostitution will rise. You men will talk crap about prostitutes, but that's who you'll go to. Disease will spread, and you'll always blame women like you've been doing since the beginning of time. Y'all don't care about women. You don't care about us being kidnapped and trafficked and all that. You don't do anything to stop it. You don't even fight for the rapist to go to jail for life and get the D penalty. Y'all care about yourselves. Y'all want to run the world and rule everybody, but you've been doing that. And look at the state of the world. And now that women are saying, oh my God, no, I'd rather be alone and die alone than have to continue to be miserable. Y'all can't take it. And I do believe in trying to fight for your family and working things out. I would like to see more men actually marry the women they have kids with. Y'all not innocent, y'all men out here. A number of men aren't. Y'all talk the most crap, but yet y'all got kids everywhere. You're mad you're on child support. You barely may have any money. So you got so many men talking crap, but baby, you didn't marry the mother of your children. You don't take care of nobody. You call women hoes and 304. You don't even like women, some of y'all out here. I know y'all listening to this video. I'm talking to you with this video. Hear me good. Okay? And again, I ain't saying there aren't a splash of some trifling women who, have 5 baby daddies and 6 baby daddies and all this craziness. But no, they just don't like women, period. Single mother this, single mother that. So she would... It don't matter if the man was knocking the woman upside the head. You become a single mother. Oh, you ain't no good now because you didn't want to be in that relationship no more. If he's been abusing you and all this other stuff. Winter's coming for y'all too. Okay? It's coming for you too. A lot of y'all already broke. Shoot. Inflation is kicking your butt out here too.
Food stamps, you name it. It's going to get worse. And a lot of these women that used to talk down on men, that they weren't making 6 figures or they had to meet a certain requirement for you to date them, especially in the modern world like America. And by all means, I'm not saying that all women are bad. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. There's good and bad people just like anywhere else, men and women. There's some shitty men out there there's some deadbeat men out there that abandoned their kids. All that bullshit, right? There's a lot of fucked up people in this society, just as there is women and men. We could blame the finger here and there, but realistically, love him or hate him, he was right. Kevin Samuels was right.
Now, this is my first time watching this video, so he's not totally going in. My thing is this, baby. Winter is coming for men too. I'm not going to feel bad. No, I don't. Why would I want a man who can't even take care of himself? You don't make enough money to take care of me if I want children. That doesn't change no matter what the crisis is. That doesn't change. Yes, there will be women who are desperate, who will shack up with men for survival. And that's a shame, but that's been the case all over the world. That's the case right now in many countries. Women are with men they don't even want. Forced arranged marriages, the man's treated like crap, scrapping by, selling their damn kids off into the SMEX industry to have food on the table, marrying the baby off at damn 5 years old and 7 and all this craziness type of thing. So, no woman should feel bad. No, we don't want broke ass men. Why would we? You can't take care of me. You can't take care of the kids type of thing. And you men want what you want with women. You don't want no unattractive woman. Y'all have made that very clear. You don't even like fat women and all this stuff. Some of y'all, okay? And every man's version of what big is different. But y'all love talking about women and going in on women. But all of a sudden, a woman can't have a requirement on what she likes to look at physically about who she has to lay with. And women have always been more forgiving to men than men are of women, type of thing. You already have homosexuals trying to shack up with women right now because it's winter time and they need somewhere to lay their head. Y'all are gold diggers out here. A number of men with women they don't even want, but they ain't got nothing, or she's a good woman. She'll pay half the rent, even when she's pregnant. So let's continue with this video. It's just about 1 minute left. I don't know what else he's going to say. Let's see.
We're going to go into a global reset, and it's already here. I don't know how y'all going to prepare yourself, men and women. It's going to get tough out there. It's really going to get tough out there. And as you watch my other videos, I encourage you guys, if you have nothing going on for yourself, go get your CDO, go get into the trades, find yourself a job, do whatever you got to do. But it's going to get tough out here, man. But I'll say this again. Kevin Samuels was right. We're already in a global reset. And he predicted this. You see all over social media, people bitching about their food stamps. I'm not happy that they took the food stamps away. I truly believe we should give food stamps for people who truly need them. Not to lazy motherfuckers. Not people who are abusing the system. We should give it to the people who truly need it.
Okay, so look, baby, it's just interesting to me because, look, I've been talking before Kevin Samuels ever came out. He knew about me, and that's a whole different story I'm not going to get into. But I'll tell you this, baby, is that I also can predict things, and I've been right. And what's going to happen is what has always happened. Women, you better get a GUN, because when men don't have nothing, no resources, they become more aggressive. Women are they're going to try to traffic you more. Men are going to try to take your food. Okay, a number of women are in danger of getting raped more than ever when this type of situation happens. That has been true for hundreds of years. You should know the nature of men when stuff goes down. Prostitution gonna go up. A lot of men are gonna turn into pimping. You're gonna have men with multiple women. Some women might turn to polygamy type of thing, but it's not the good type where she can stay home. No, they gonna be working. Okay, and then you might have some women who come together to help other women. Because I've seen a number of women saying this is the time. You know, the men are always talking crap. You can't risk getting pregnant with situations like this was coming. You cannot risk getting pregnant. Cut off the coochie supplies. Not like y'all have the best smecks with them anyway, some of y'all. Cut it off. The thing is when y'all do that, men are still going to want it, and they're going to try to take it from you, okay? They're going to try to take it. They're going to try to get in your house. They might try to do things to come try to snatch up and get your kids and stuff for the smecks industry. A lot of different things. One thing we know is that no matter what, it's always women and children who do suffer the most, because at the end of the day, this is still a patriarchy. No matter how much men keep yelling and screaming, it is. It is. And women are the ones in danger. I highly suggest y'all get your GUN license, okay? And get some mace and watch yourself, okay?
Why would they pause food stamps on the same month of Thanksgiving? They really want us to crash out, bro. And I'm not even on food stamps. But I understand that a lot of people need their food stamps in a month of Thanksgiving, because it's the month where people have the most food to cook, the most food to make for the holidays. You got family coming in and all of that. Man, open the government back up. Pay these military people, pay these federal workers, and get them goddamn food stamps back. And as usual, guys, like, share, and repost if you agree. And we not in a van right now because I purchased this Suzuki I'm gonna let y'all know about. But we still got the van. But that's neither here nor there. Open them got food stamps back up.
So the White House is telling states not to issue people SNAP benefits in November. Now, I've never gotten SNAP benefits. I don't get food stamps. I don't get Medicaid. I don't get any government assistance. I've never been eligible for it. I've always made too much money. But I've never had a problem with my taxpayer money going to feed people. Ever. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, food stamps could be universal to where anyone in the country can sign up for it. And I wouldn't mind paying that. I have a bigger problem paying for, like, you know, the F-35 that we've spent billions of dollars on and still doesn't fly properly, or the fact that Congress is still getting paid during a government shutdown while we're all working and the government is not functioning. And usually during government shutdowns, they make sure that food stamps and things like that keep going out because, you know, children will starve. And I don't care about my tax money going to feeding starving children. I'm a lot more pissed about the $40 billion that Donald Trump is sending down to Argentina than I am about some mom who's trying to feed her kids. And if you have a problem with some mom trying to feed her kids, then there's something wrong with you. And if you don't have a problem with the government stopping using our money to pay for these kids' food like they're supposed to, then I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you.
Make sure your pantry and your refrigerator is stocked up, because this SNAP benefits situation is not just going to affect those that receive SNAP benefits. It's going to affect the grocery stores that you shop at, because guess what? As quiet as it's kept, those grocery stores are staying afloat and get a lot of money from these benefits. So what happens when the benefits aren't coming in? Are they still going to be able to purchase apples and waffles and all this stuff? This is the news story that they need to be talking about. But I guess they don't want to scare people because they don't want to stampede on the grocery stores. I advise you, I'm not fear-mongering, make sure your refrigerator, make sure your pantries are stocked up. Get your staples, your rice, your peanut butter. Make sure you get water, paper towels, toilet paper. Nobody want to be wiping their butt on old shirts because of whatever. I'm not fear-mongering. Just we are heading into unprecedented times. I hope that the situation turns around, but prepare yourself. Kiss my son.
To me, the only logical response to the government canceling SNAP benefits is for Americans to cancel the holiday season. Close the wallets. Close the wallets. You don't need to buy a turkey. You've had turkeys for the last how many years? You're good to skip a year. Black Friday hasn't Black Friday and I don't know how long. The deals suck. You don't need a new flat screen. You already got one from last year. Your kids have tablets. They have toys. They have electronics. They'll be good to miss out on 1 year. They'll be okay. Close the wallets. Cot boy. You know? We shouldn't be spending any money then. It makes no sense for, in response to the government taking food off people's tables, for us to then open our wallets and continue the economy as if nothing is wrong. It's time for a cop boy of the holiday season. The time of year where corporations make the most money, yeah, shut it down. Close the wallets.
Y'all know what? This is straight, complete bullshit. Now, why the fuck they taking away SNAP benefits in November? From everybody. Even people that are disabled. I'm on disability. I ain't got no toes on my right foot. I used to work. I can't work no more. So, how the fuck I supposed to eat? It's bad enough half of my fucking check go on bills and rent. Nigga always broke every fucking month. Every time I get the check. Every time I get my disability check, pay bills and rent, then I'm back broke again. How the fuck I supposed to eat? How? I'm disabled. I can't work. Like, how the fuck y'all just take the SNAP benefits away from a disabled person? What's up with this government shutdown shit, bro? I don't know what the fuck going on. Somebody need to tell me something, you heard me?
Every single person in this country benefits from food stamps, even if you yourself don't receive them. And if you don't believe me, here's a story about Mary. She gets $150 in SNAP benefits every single month. She spends $50 of that at Diane's farm every month getting fresh produce. It's great. She gets good food, Diane gets an income. But next month, benefits are cut off. So Mary can't go to the stand. But it's not just Mary that can't go. It's the 50 other families that also use their SNAP benefits at Diane's. So now 50 families plus Mary aren't getting fresh food. And Diane has lost out on thousands of dollars of income, which is absolutely catastrophic as a small local farmer. She was going to use that money to replace the tractor that broke down so that she could keep farming. So now she literally can't keep farming. So she's not only not providing food to families on SNAP, she's not able to provide food to the community at large. And the person who was going to sell her that tractor, he he was going to get a commission. And what was he planning to use that commission for? To pay for his mother's health insurance that she just lost. She needs medication every single month. And so now she has to scrape together whatever penny she has to try to pay for her medication, which means she can't get the mold in her apartment repaired, which means the repair person she was going to pay, she can't come in and do the repair. So she's lost out on income too. And the store that the repair person goes to buy things to make the repairs, they're seeing declining sales because people are making less repairs. So the store has less repairs, the repair person has less work, the mom doesn't have health insurance, he hasn't made a sale, she doesn't have a tractor, food isn't being made, people on SNAP aren't eating. Do you not see how it's all connected? Even if you don't have a shred of integrity that says, oh, I just want people to have food, I just want people to eat, do you not see how it's all, even if you don't have it in you to care about people just having food, can you at least see how programs like SNAP being shut down literally do affect you? Every single person in this country benefits.
So, I mean, he's not telling a lie at all, baby. There are so many videos I want to show, and maybe I'll have a part 3. So the last thing that I want to show is some ways, again, on how you can save your food. Again, people are stocking up what they can. Even before this, there were people stocking up on rice and beans and freezer bagging, putting your food in the freezer bags, okay? It keeps it fresh for a long time, especially when it's vacuum sealed. It will last years and it will be fresh, your meat. And if you have a freezer bag, you can also put it in the freezer. There are different methods if you want to freeze your vegetables, your celery, your broccoli, blanching it. Please watch the videos on TikTok how to do it properly. It's easy though with celery and onions and bell peppers. You just chop it up, freeze it on a flat sheet, and then put it in the freezer bags, and you can vacuum seal it with the straw method. Okay, so let's, as a matter of fact, hold on. I had showed this yesterday. If you don't have a vacuum seal and you want to keep your food a little bit fresh, again, you get the freezer bag, not a regular zip bag. It says freezer bag. Again, they're like $1 to $2 at the grocery store and at Dollar Tree, I believe. And you put your food in there and use the straw method. Your food will stay fresher. Put it in the freezer. You can freeze a lot of your stuff. She has donuts. And look, you get the straw, put it in the bag, and voila, look at that. Just as good as the vacuum seal machine for your chicken, your steak, your beef, whatever you put in there, your potatoes, chopped up potatoes, you blanch it and then you put it in there and stuff. Just watch the videos on TikTok on how to properly use the freezer bags. Very, very easy. But if you're looking for a vacuum seal method, it keeps the food fresh way longer. And yes, you can put it, some stuff again you want to put in the fridge, but of course it can last maybe a week later, a little bit longer, and putting it in the freezer is going to last for months, okay? And in some cases you just want to eat it at least within 3 months, but it helps a lot doing this. And if you're not sure what to freezer bag or vacuum seal, just go on TikTok and just look and see whatever you're interested in. So, okay, let's see 2 more videos about this.
Learn how to cook from scratch. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, you doing it all the time or often or anything of that nature. Especially, if you're working and stuff like that, you don't have the time to do that completely during the week, and I get that. But learn how to cook from scratch. Learn, the skill needs to still be there, because when you are running low on funds and you are running low on food, the way that you can get a 10-pound bag of flour, baby, and you can make pizza dough, and you can make hamburger buns, and you can make biscuits, and you can make pasta, right, and you can make pancakes, right, sandwich bread, I could go on and on. Learn how to cook from scratch. Learn how to cook from scratch. That's where you're going to start saving money for real. So in this instance where you see where so many people are about to be affected by food stamps not coming through in November, you can start stretching things, right? Learn how to cook from scratch. Start right now. Right now.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing. It is October. I have spent every day in the month of October canning something. We have not really discussed why I started canning, but I started canning because I was starting to get a little antsy about where we are in today's economy and political world. And so I said, well, maybe we should just start, preparing the house for whatever could happen, right? So that's the reason that I started canning. And then I just found that I love it. And so I have been trying to prepare even emergency stashes of water, things like that. So today, I'm not canning food. I'm actually canning sterile washcloths. And the reason that I'm doing that is because if an emergency were to happen, yes, we have the sterile water sitting down in the basement in glass jars. But if someone were to get wounded, the sterile water is good for that. But what about what we're going to clean wounds with if we needed to clean a wound, right? So even my best friend is a nurse, and every time I bring this stuff up to her, she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, don't make fun of me. Don't do that. But anyway, the sterile washcloths will be sealed in jars of water with a little bit of salt. Sea salt. I'm using, well, actually, I think I have some canning salt up there. Some canning salt. And it'll just be sealed and ready to go. And what good is that, right? Okay, so say there's an emergency and EMS or whoever can't necessarily get to you right away, which happens more often than not. And say you step on some glass or something and you need to clean the wound or apply some pressure or something like that. Well, these would come in handy because these are already sterile. They'll be sealed in these jars. And they'll actually have their own salt water in them. Like you don't even have to go into your water supply unless you have to. And you can apply pressure using these or clean a wound using these. And it's not a replacement for EMS. It's just to hold you over until someone can get to you to help you. And so that's what I'm doing today. So these, I'm rolling them up and putting them in the jars. I'm going to fill it with water and put a teaspoon of salt, canning salt in them. And I'm going to water bath these for 15 minutes. I may actually let them go for 20 minutes and seal them.
So this is something really good I just wanted to share with you. This is a method. It's just not with food, but other emergencies. Again, I would definitely stock up on alcohol, Band-Aids, a first aid kit, peroxide, bleach, everything you can think of that's affordable with healthcare. Tylenol in different versions of Advil. Go to the Dollar Tree and get stuff. Baby, just be careful. If you have extra money to get things that you need right now, literally right now is the time to do it. Okay? Because if these food stamps don't come, okay, in a week it might seem a little okay, but people are getting pissed. Then wait till the next week and the week after that. And baby, if it go into December, okay, you're going to look, you might have money, but when you go to the supermarket, people will be out there scoping. All types of stuff following you. People stealing orders, all types of stuff. So get prepared. Okay, we shall see. Even if they do give the food stamps back, do these things anyway, because you never know what can happen. I'm going to do a video in the future showing more things on ways to get prepared from other people sharing their videos and talking about it. Canning the food. Okay, canning the food is smart as hell. That food, you can eat it 20 years later. Okay, it's a method to it. You can it. It's in the jars, the mason jars and other sort of jars, and you have to do it properly, and you have to test to make sure it's done properly so you don't end up passing away if you eat it and there's something wrong with it. But it's very, very easy from the videos that I saw. So look, everybody, I want to know, what do you think? What do you think about all of this? And there's another thing going on I'm going to talk about, okay, regarding this crisis. And hopefully everything works out. This is absolutely ridiculous. We haven't really seen anything like this, and it's scary what can possibly happen, okay? No one should have to really go hungry. Now, you know how I feel about grapists. I don't have sympathy for a grapist type of thing. But the average person, you know what I'm saying? This isn't right at all, okay? Hunger pains are serious. If you have diabetes and sicknesses, you need to be able to eat. Children have to eat. Like I said just the other day, the milk, the formula for the babies is damn near $60 to $70. That's ridiculous. So there are some women who go online. I think there are women who sell their breast milk on certain websites. I don't know if it's affordable, but check those out. Or maybe your church, maybe they'll ask women who are breastfeeding, could y'all give women some breast milk for their kids, and y'all set up a doctor's appointment to make sure she's okay, because you can't be breastfeeding kids and passing on stuff through the milk. So we shall see what happens. And again, if you have any extra money and you want to help someone, donate to the church, donate to the food pantry, someone around your neighborhood. There are different ways. Give out a free box again, put it on, and someone can come pick it up. So that is it. Let me know what you think. I'll be reading your comments below. Okay? Are you getting prepared? And this is actually showing people, even if this doesn't happen, to get prepared in case something goes down, any sort of disaster. Stock up on your food. Go to Dollar Tree, go to Walmart, Aldi, and buy beans, dry beans, canned beans, okay? A can opener, seasonings, okay? So I'll talk to you all again soon about this. You all take care. Bye. And if you click the bell, if you subscribe, click all notifications so you know when I'm live and when I'm uploading. You all take care.